Sirona, give me the news.
Glad you came.
Hello, Sirona. I received your owl.
Sirona. I'm
How
saying
are you?
Sonora.
Hello, my friend. Did you ever find Lodgog?
I did. We're working together.
I did, thank you. In fact, we're working together to try and rein in Ramrock.
Are you? I suspected you and he would get along. Perhaps best I don't know details of your plans. Then I shall refrain from telling you to be careful yet again. But I hope you will be.
I'm always careful.
Of course. Your owl mentioned you're needing my help with something?
I do. I thought you might be just the person to do a favour for my friend Dorothy Sprottle in Upper Hogsfield.
I don't believe I've met Mrs. Sprottle.
She's lovely. Her late husband Aidan was a friend of my father's. In fact, I'd stay with Dot and Aidan the summers I waited tables here as a student. I've seen her a few times since Aidan passed, but the pub's been so busy lately, I've not been as attentive as I'd have liked. I wonder if you might pop in and see her. She may need some help collecting ingredients for her supply of Wiggenweld potion.
Ooh,
And
that could be a nice
you
contact.
could retrieve something of mine in the process. A box, full of old letters and such.
Why does Mrs. Sprottle keep a supply of Wiggenweld potion on hand?
Dot's a skilled potioneer. She's been supplying travelling vendors with Wiggenweld potion. An ordinary precaution that has, unfortunately, become a necessity, what with Ranrock's loyalists disrupting the trade routes.
I mean, she probably just left him there.
Why did
because she
Mr. and
stayed with
Mrs.
him, but I-
Sprottle have your box of
check.
letters after all this time?
It's one of a few that I had when I was young. Dot found it when she was clearing out a closet.
Okay, yeah.
Can't imagine what's in there. Probably terribly theatrical. The ramblings of a teenage witch and her friends. You're welcome to take a peek inside, if you do find it. To be honest, I'd imagine it contains some lovely memories.
Interesting.
I'll try to go and see her when I can.
It would mean the world to me, and to Dorothy. Aidan was
Dorothy.
bringing the box of letters to me when he was taken ill. Dot can tell you where he might have dropped it.
All right, cool.
You'll
I'm
find
just
the
going to make
home
sure
that goes north of
one more
Hogsmeade.
time.
Please do give Dot my love.
Oh, I will. Don't worry.
Stop.
Ooh. Yes,
Well,
Beatrice.
let's see you
Fantastic.
show me some of what's available.
Mandrake, please. One Mandrake. One Mandrake.
Oh, I'm
Thank you.
always thrilled when a young one makes a wise purchase. I can tell you'll go far.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Doors always open. You be sure to stop by soon.
How nice. Okay, Upper Hogsmeade. Or Hogsfield. Oh, it's lovely.
Upper Hogsfield. Now where to find Mrs. Sprottle?
I love how he's like,
Lord
oh, yeah,
Beaumont
of
should
course.
have returned by now. Had by dark wizards he
Dorothy!
was.
Excuse me, yeah, let's do the bottom one.
Hello,
Tell her why
Mrs.
we're actually
Sprottle.
here.
Actually, Sirona Ryan asked if I'd come and see you.
Oh, dear Sirona, a gem. Has been for as long as I've known her.
She thought you might need help collecting ingredients for your Wiggenweld potion.
And she's correct. My darling Aidan used to collect hawk lumps for me. Since he died, my supply
Oh.
has dwindled.
I'm sorry for your loss, Mrs. Sprottle.
Oh, thank you. Love of my life. A bit lost without him. If you wouldn't mind gathering some hawk lumps for me, I'd be happy to compensate you for your time.
That would be fantastic. Oh, I do
Believe
have
it or
some
not,
with me.
I have some with me.
Oh, thank you. How wonderful. The travelling vendors will be thrilled to replenish their stock of Wiggenweld potion.
Sirona also mentioned that Mr. Sprottle was bringing her a box of letters when he fell ill.
Indeed he was. I'd almost forgotten. I stumbled upon it just before Aidan died. He was hoping to go through it with Sirona over a butterbeer or two. Those two were always like two bowtruckles in a branch. Aidan
Oh,
took
yes.
ill when he was collecting hawk clumps on his way to see her. He made it home, but I fear he dropped the box in the cavern. The cavern is in the hills just southwest of our hamlet. You can gather hawk clumps and collect the box of letters there.
Well, Ooh, yeah, let's get the hot goss on Sirona.
Sirona said she lived with you during the summers when she was at Hogwarts. What was she like?
Oh, goodness. Well, she was almost exactly like she is now. Charming, good head on her shoulders, taking care of everyone. I can't tell you the fun we had when she and her friends would visit us during the year, all buzzing about, practicing charms. Talented group. Her friend Mirabelle was a genius in the garden. Learned it all from
Isn't
her
that
muggle parents, if you can believe it.
Huh. Wait. Isn't Mirabelle the... She's a teacher, I think.
Do you remember anything about the letters you put in the box?
Oh, of course. A few letters from some of her school friends. Some nice memories. I even included a letter Sirona had written to me when she was staying with us. Thought she might enjoy reading it. I know when I read writing from my youth, I'm always astonished at how much I've changed, and yet remain the same.
Well, thank you,
Thank
Mrs.
you, Mrs.
Sprottle.
Sprottle.
Thank you. I'll be here if you are able to collect those Horklumps. I and the vendors I help would greatly appreciate it.
Okay. Find and enter the cavern. You betcha. Right to the cavern.
This must be the cavern Mrs. Sprottle mentioned.
Alright, let's do it.
Comes to Mrs. Sprottle, but I still need to visit the cave to find Sirona's box of letters. Perhaps I'll better have a look around, see if I can find that box of letters. That's all the Horklumps for now. Mrs. Sprottle should be pleased.
So I've definitely got to be able to dive down in there somewhere. Okay, there's a lot here. Oh, you'll slide.
Either I'll have to fight that troll. Together.
Well, I already decided to fight, I guess.
Expelliarmus, Repulsor, Leviosa, Confringo.
Uh-oh.
Expelliarmus, Leviosa, Confringo, Repulsor.
Yep.
Rest easy, my large friend.
Yeah, then I just eat his... I don't eat his boogers. I collect his boogers. And I just head out, you know? I'll get these Horklumps. I'll go... There was something that looked like I could actually break it. Here. Is there anything of use?
Revelio.
There is. Oh, there is. Looks like potentially just a Horklump, though. Oh, I need my Lumos. Where do I have Lumos here?
Lumos.
Get away from me, foul beasts! As I descend into the bright. Collecting a bunch of Horklumps for her. She better be happy. I don't want this dumb scarf. Okay.
Lumos.
Once again, what is this? Oh, Dittany leaves! I don't know exactly what those are for, but I know that I wanted them at some point. So good, I guess. Hey, guys. Oh, I want... Wait, can I... Nope. Nope. Ah, no, I want... Come here, come here. I'm gonna catch a squirrel. Or rescue... Where'd they go? They just... No! The squirrel... I don't need this letter. Oh, there are a bunch of letters. Oh, no. Okay, I'm gonna go back. Dang it! I thought it was... Squirrels. Hey, guys. Hey. Don't run away from me, please. And they disappeared, too. Why can they just disappear like that? It's not fair. I want to catch them and bring them into my vivarium.
Revelio.
Those look useful. And I'm assuming. Okay, let me go.
Confringo.
Yep. All you have to do is confring it. See, I hope that maybe somewhere there's knowledge that the. Oh, look at all of them! That the verb of confringo is, or the like past tense verb of confringo is confrung. I've been confrung, you know? I think it works. Let me get up. Squirrels, are you here? They're here. Okay.
Leviosa.
No! No! Ah, okay. Dear Sirona, I conjured this wee gift for you as a token of my gratitude. If you hadn't stood your ground on my behalf during Quidditch practice last week, I might have left the team altogether. And now we've won the Quidditch Cup. Wow, Quidditch Cup. Ravenclaw House would not be the same without you. Sincerely, Sean. Scene. It's such a weird spelling. Okay. Only magical beasts. You know, I think it's a little rude to say that these squirrels aren't magical. You're magical in my eyes, squirrels, and I love you guys, okay? Keep being you. How rude. My dear Sirona, I've sent a note separately to dear Mr. and Mrs. Sprottle, may he rest in peace, for their hospitality, but felt the need to put quill to parchment with my thanks to you as well. What a lovely respite from the castle. I won't soon forget how we giggled about that ridiculous gnome. Did he truly believe that he was singing? I don't know. Mr. and Mrs. Sprottle's steak and kidney pie was simply glorious. I shall be dreaming of it for days. I so appreciate you including me. I fear I must warn you, however, that this does not mean I will go easy on you in next week's match. You know that Ravenclaw's no match at all for Slytherin this year. Most gratefully yours, Philomena. Lovely note.
This must be Sirona's box of letters.
Oh, this is from her. Okay, yeah, let's see what she wrote. Dear Mrs. Sprottle, Mother and Father were delighted to hear that you and I had spent the afternoon at Glad Rags last Saturday. Truth be told, I think my mother was ever so slightly envious. I shan't soon forget how heartily we laughed at my efforts to lace the bodice of my new dress. A challenge indeed. As is the rather delicate practice of properly situating a hat pin without wounding either my hat or my head. But I adore everything that we selected, and I have you to thank for now feeling like a marvelously fashionable witch. It was also a treat to dine at the Three Broomsticks without having to clear the tables. I shall own a place like that one day. Mark my words. I consider myself more than lucky that you and Mr. Sprottle agreed to let me stay. I know that my parents feel precisely the same way. Yours gratefully, Sirona. Oh, nice. Only one
I
more.
should take
Let's
this
see.
box of letters to Sirona. She'll be glad to have it back.
Dear Sirona, happy birthday, my darling friend. I sneaked into the kitchens and asked Finky to make your favorite cream crowdy. She was delighted to oblige. Not sure where she got raspberries at this time of year. Genius, that Finky. Bess. Thanks,
I
Bess.
think that's everything. Sirona will be glad to have this back.
I thought those letters would be a little bit juicier. I thought we'd learn a little bit more, but I guess not. Oh, it's an animagus
It's
that I
shameful
turned
what you've
into a
done to
chicken.
helpless beasts.
But that's not what you usually turn into. You usually turn into a mongrel. But I've turned you into a chicken. My Sirona.
All roads lead to Hogsmeade.
I mean, they kind of do, really. Like, if you look at the map, hold on, he says that. But if you look at the map, world map, we've got Hogsmeade here. If you come from up here, which that place looks kind of cool. Where is that? But if you go there, you're probably going to end up coming down through Hogsmeade because you're going to want to miss the Forbidden Forest. And if you want to go up from Hogwarts, you're not going to go through the Forbidden Forest because it's forbidden. You're going to go through Hogsmeade. You want to go to Hogwarts from, I don't know, over here, from Falbarton Castle? Probably going to go through Hogsmeade. This road on the right side here, straight up, right past Hogsmeade. Do you think, there's Hogsmeade, let me stop by. You go, I mean, literally everywhere. You do, all roads end up leading to Hogsmeade. He's correct. What's up, guy? Okay. Oh, return the box of letters to my Sirona.
He'll see it was a mistake parting ways with me.
Okay, Agley, I'm gonna wait for a second for you, pal. You seem like you've got a lot going on, and I don't really want to be a part of it at this present moment. All right, it's popping off. Hey, Sirona.
Hello, Sirona. I have good news. I was able to provide your friend Mrs. Sprottle with some hawk clumps for her Wiggenweld potion, and I found your box of letters.
Oh, thank you. I knew you were the one to ask.
Well, of course you did. Yeah, let's ask
I
questions.
wondered about some of the letters in the box.
Of course. It appears most of the letters were from fellow students.
Yeah? How would she know that? Oh, wow. So much. Yeah!
I saw a letter from someone named
Garlic.
Mirabelle. Is that Professor Garlic?
The
It is.
herbology teacher.
Still one of my dearest friends.
Huh.
I know she wouldn't mind you having seen that letter. She and I are of a similar mind, especially when it comes to young people. We believe experience to be an invaluable teacher. To borrow a phrase from Mirabelle, it's a joy to see anyone blossom, but particularly one who doubted they ever would.
Interesting. Let's see.
One of
talk
the
about
letters
Quidditch scene.
mentions Quidditch practice. Did you play?
I did. Was the Ravenclaw Seeker for 3 years. Oh, Merlin's beard. I adore Quidditch. Nothing like the feeling of catching the golden snitch when your team's down by 140 points.
That would
I'll
be
never forgive Professor Black for
something.
cancelling it this year. I missed cheering for Ravenclaw.
Well, we wouldn't be on the same side there. Anyway.
I spotted a letter from you to Mrs. Sprottle. You two seem to have a lot of fun together.
We do. She taught me so much during my summers with her and Aiden. I shall be the first to admit that adolescents aren't always the easiest to understand. And not everyone was as kind to me as the Sprottles. But the depth of their kindness, and that of so many of my friends, got me through... well, got me through some challenging times, to put it mildly.
Now, quickly, the girl behind her, while she was talking,
I'm glad I could be
very
of help.
aggressively
Mrs.
talking to
Sprottle sends her
nobody.
best.
Don't know what I'd have
And
done
sla-
without
look at
her
her.
and Aiden. Thank you, again.
She's having some
For
sort of
helping her.
episode back there.
And for returning this box of letters. It's nice to reflect on good memories.
Oh, good. I'm glad I could help.